Hello and welcome. This is the fourth video in the series that I'm doing. My first video was the basic layout. Second video was more focused on sorting out my woodcutting sheds, getting a herbalist down and the basics set up to help you progress faster. The third one was more based around my initial setup for my first lot of fields and orchard and such. Right, I've got people working, so hopefully they should start harvesting the rye. This video is mainly going to be about putting down livestock, things like your cows, pigs, sheep, things like that, because I want to start producing cloths and things like that as a prelude for when I start getting the shops down and things like that. I've made a few changes now where I've actually put my wood cutting sheds in the area, because I'm now starting to get work towards my final layout of my village. So we have the two level 2 woodcutters here enclosed to their own little compound, and then we've got the hunters, and then we've got the herbalist storage sheds, resource storage sheds. What I'm going to plan on doing, because I'm keeping my fields up this end, and when I expand my crop fields to bring in wheat and other things like that and other veg and things, what I'm going to do is I'll end up clearing this area out and putting more crop fields around here. So because the fields are going to be coming up around here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about putting my livestock around this sort of area. So the first things I want to get are sheep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this area out now, and then I will be back once I have cleared the vast majority of these trees out of this area so I can get my animals down. So I'll be back shortly. Okay then, and I'm back. I have cleared a few of the trees around here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying out some farm animals. The ones I mainly want to get: pigs, because they're good for producing manure, so you can then turn it into fertilizer; sheep, and then cattle, because the cows are also good for obviously milk, but then you use the milk to get sour milk, and then you get quark, and then you can start making cheese, so you can start making more money. Right, so I'm going to start with a pigsty. Before I lay it down, the area I'm going to try and do it, because I want to try and move the farm animals along this sort of way here, because that storage shed's going to get moved at some stage, and I want to run a path from over there to this village, because I want to try and make it like an enclave. To that end, what I might do then, let's put a fence down, because I want to push it more that way around here, because I will put their houses right next to the farm, because even though the animal husbandry is going to be going down this way, I want to leave the back of this open, so if I want to put more fields down, because you'll need to start making animal feed as well, and I think that's wheat, oats and rye grain, I believe. I'm probably wrong, I can never remember the fucking recipes. Okay, so that's the pigsty bit done, because I want to put their house near it, so it's a sealed unit, so you'll have obviously the pigsty and then their house right next to it. That way they're working right on top of it, so you don't particularly have to worry too much about them having to work where they live on one side of the village and they have to walk to the other side. I just think it's more efficient. Right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working with stone houses. The reason why I'm choosing the stone houses is because the wattle ones that I have down already, I'm going to have to upgrade the outside to adobe. That way, well, not adobe, it's not adobe in this game, is it? Fuck. Daub, that's it. I keep getting fucking things mixed up with fucking other games, man. Right then. So I've got the pigsty down, and I've got the house that they'll be living in. And what I've also done is I've renamed this house Pigs, so I know when I go get a farmer that's going to be working on the pigs, I know where they are. And then it's a matter now of getting the actual pigs that you're going to be using. So the next thing I want to put down is I want to put down a sheep pen, because you need the sheep for wool. Because you need flax in order to make linen, and you need wool in order to make wool. I'll be back once I've got the sheepfold down. Okay, and I'm back. I've got the main buildings down, so that's sheep pen there, and then you've also got the house for the farmer, and I've already named it sheep, so I know what is what. I changed the design. I didn't really like the wattle fence in the end, so I've gone with stone. So I'm going to change all this at some stage. But two main ones that I want to get down. Now it's a matter of getting the farmers that I need, and then obviously getting the animals, but I've also got to pay my taxes as well. So now it's a matter of buying the pigs and the sheep. So where do you find them, especially on Oxbow? Well, there's easy ways to find things, because if you ever want to find a merchant that sells what it is you want to sell, just go up to one of your villagers.
How can I help you?
Talk to them. Where can I find farm animals? And then sheep. And it'll tell you. Ostoya. So pig, where are they? They're in Clonica. So,
see you around.
So I just need to go to Ostoya and Clonica. Which means I am going to have to go on a journey to go get them. But what I can do is, because I have some money, I can run to Clonica, because it's not far from here. Then I can use the fast travel system to go to Ostoya. Then I can go to Plastovia, so I can pay my taxes and then head back. So you don't have to run to all these different locations yourself. I am now going to run off and buy these sheep and get the personnel that I need. I will be back once I've finished that. So see you shortly. Okay, I'm in the town of Pastoria, and the reason why I thought I'd stop here is because I alluded to it before in one of my previous videos about the herald. If you have a look at the compass at the top, you can see that symbol of the trumpet with a flag on it. That is a sign of the herald. The herald will always go to a tavern somewhere on the map. If you've got a tavern in your own village, he can sometimes spawn there as well. The reason why the herald is good is because you do missions for him, and then once you build up standing with the herald and the king, you can then put a signpost at your village, which means you can then officially name your village, and then you can fast travel to your village. So when you're going around all the different places gathering and selling stuff, instead of having to run back to your village, you can then set up the fast travel point to it, so you don't have to run all the way back. Let's go speak to this idiot.
How is life treating you?
Right, okay, what does the king desire? Royal beer, eh? 700 hops, holy fuck. And that'll get me 6,000 Dynasty reputation. How the fuck am I going to get 700 hops when my hops haven't even grown in yet? That's the only problem, is you can get stupid fucking missions. As I said before, when you just make a shitload of pickaxes, you can sell any trader.
Goodbye.
It doesn't matter which trader you go to. As you can see, I'm now at the herbalist, and I can sell them the pickaxes and clear them out. I have a decent amount of money, because buying all these sheep and pigs has cost me a fortune. So before I actually left, I made like 30 fucking pickaxes so I could sell them. So you could buy all the expensive stuff from this guy, and then just sell all your pickaxes and you'll make it back. Now, because I don't have a fast travel point, I'm going to have to run back to my village. So when I get there, I shall be back shortly. Okay, and I am back. I've bought animals, as you can see, and I've set out the farmers that I need. So I've got my pigs. I always buy one male pig and as many females as I can, and then same with the sheep. But what I also do is every now and again you'll get babies born. If that's the case, keep the females and sell the males. So you only want one male. And where I've got the sheep, just before I came back a second ago, I made some shears. So let's go. I made some iron shears. You put that in with the sheep, and now management, or animal husbandry, or fold, and then it's edit assignment. So you can get milk from the sheep, and you can get wool. So I'm going to hit wool because I'm going to use the cows for the milk. And then it's a matter of just getting the fucking... So now I'm producing 12 wool every day. The pigs, but I already changed that to manure. So now that I'm producing manure as well every day. and I've got the workers there. So they're already allocated. So that's how I generally start out. Obviously I want cattle, but I haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, well, this one's a shorter video because, as I said, I'm just mainly dealing with the animal husbandry. So that's how I start out with what animals I get first. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. I read all my comments, so feel free to ask questions in the comments. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.